Okay, flute players, we're going to work on naming our notes and being able to get the right fingering on your flute and then being able to play what we need to play. So this is a 3-step process, learning how to read your notes that I have here. We are using lesson 7, page 24, step by step as an example. You're going to need your flute, so I would grab your flute right now. If you don't have it, pause the video, or if you have it right there nearby you, get it out and set it up, and we're going to be using your flute on this as well. So let's start with the step number 1. I'm going to count off a tempo, and as I point at each note, you are going to name the letter name of that note. Okay, so let's start with this, and as I'm pointing and you have a hard time, if you hesitate as I point to some notes and you don't know the name of it, you're going to have to stop and go back to a previous lesson where we introduced these notes and look that note up and find out what the name of it is and also what the fingering is for the flute. Okay, so step 1 is to name the notes in tempo. So I'm going to do this really slowly and count off 4 beats, and then we will name the notes. So we're not playing right now, we're just naming these notes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat, C, D, C, B flat, rest, rest. Great. So if there's any hesitancy, if we got to this 3rd note and you didn't know what the name of this note is, then you need to look back in your book and find that note, which is on the 4th line, okay? And look that note up and be able to name that note, okay? That's step 1. Step 2 is to do the same thing, but now you're going to finger the notes on your flute. We're not going to play yet. We're going to finger the notes. All right? So we're going to start on your B flat. Flute player, set your first finger down on your top hand, first finger down on your bottom hand, your pinky on the E flat key, and your thumb key down. Okay? So let's do this really slowly. And flute players, you have the harder time than the other instruments in the beginning because of your fingerings. They are tricky in the beginning. So you have to take it slow and do it over and over, but you will get this. And once you conquer this and get these first 5 notes under your belt, the rest of the school year goes really it's much more easy to play because you've done the hard work in the beginning. So you have the hardest chore here with your fingerings. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, name and finger the note. B flat, C, D, C, B flat, rest, rest. Good. If you had a hard time with that, do that again on your own. Play those 5 notes. Don't play it, but finger the note and name those 5 notes. Okay? So that's what you do. Step 3 is now to play those 5 notes. So let's try this. Let's try to play it. So bring your flute up to play. I will count off. 1, 2, ready, go. B flat, C, D, C, B flat, rest, rest. Good. So if you had a hard time with that, then either do step 1 again or step 2, which is naming the notes and fingering the notes, and then step 3, playing. Okay? You might have to do that several times. Let's go to the next 5 notes, starting on the note C. And let's name these 5 notes. 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, E, D, C, rest, rest. Great. Now let's name the notes again and finger the note on your flute. Okay? And I'm going to do it slow. And if you don't get any of this right away, if you feel like I'm going too fast, you can do this on your own. But I want you to get used to the 3-step process here. Okay, so step 2, we're going to name the note and we're going to finger the note. We're not playing yet. 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, E, D, C, rest, rest. And if that was too fast, then you do it again and do it slower, but do it several times until you get faster and faster. So the next, let's play it one more time. Step 3, here we go. Step 3, naming the note and fingering the note and playing it. All 3 things. You're going to play this. Ready? 1, 2, ready, play. C, D, E flat, D, C, rest, rest. Great. And then you would continue on to the next 5 notes and do the same thing slowly. Step 1, name the note. Step 2, name it and finger the note. Step 3, play. And then you would do the next. And if you do this in 1 week's time, you will be able to play this song all the way through and probably be able to play it faster and faster each week as you go along, okay? So I hope that helps. Thank you.